Hi everyone, so I am going to be explaining the surface area formula for a cube. So to get started with, let's actually erase this little funky purple line there and let's get started. So we have a cube here. So this is what our cube looks like. And a cube is a three-dimensional figure with every face the shape of a square. So let's take a peek at our dimensions. So if we're looking at our dimensions, let's say that this length right here of our cube is L. So because every single face is a square, that means every single side of this square cube has a dimension of L. So if this length here is L, that means this length here is also L, and this length here is also L. So let's label those really quick. So L, let's just undo that. We have L here, and we also have L here. So we're going to use the variable L today. So again, let's talk about the shape of our cube. We know that each face of our cube is a square, and we know that the number of faces a cube has is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we also know that the base of our cube is a square. So let's take a look at the net of this thing. So if we were to unfold this bottom piece right here, this little portion right there, that would be I will actually color this. This would be the top, it's not going. This would be the top, or the bottom of our cube. And this would be the top of our cube. And these four non-colored squares would be our sides. These would be these four pieces right here. All right, so let's talk about the area of our faces. So because these figures are squares, we know that the area of each of these faces is going to be base times height. So this is let's look at this square, for example. We know that this base right here is base L, and we know our height is also L. So the area of this thing right here, this square, is going to be L squared, because L times L is equal to L squared. And so because each one of these figures are exactly the same, because this is a cube, we know that the area of each one of these squares is also L squared. So let's write that on there. Let's put that in blue. Oop, that didn't go. Back. L squared, L squared, L squared, and our last one. So now let's talk about what surface area means again. So surface area is the sum of the area of every face in a three-dimensional figure. So our surface area, which I will abbreviate as SA, and I will put it in green. So SA, which is surface area, is equal to the sum of the faces of our area, the area of our faces. So it's the sum of faces. So let's take a peek at that. So that's going to be L squared plus 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 L squared. Well, let's see how many L squareds we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So surface area of a cube is going to be 6 times L squared. This is a times. Let's undo that. I'll put this in parentheses. So 6 times L squared. Perfect. Now, let's do a practice problem with this really quick. Let's say the length of our cube, let's say it has a consistent length of, let's go 7 inches. And those little quotation marks, that denotes inches. So we have a length of 7 inches. So if we're looking at the surface area of this thing, we can use our formula right here. So surface area is going to be equal to 6 times L is equal to 7. So 7 inches, and that whole thing is squared. So let's look at this. So 6 times 7 squared, that's the same as 6 times 49 inches squared. And if we multiply that out, that is going to be, let's pull up a calculator. So 6 times 49, that's going to be 294 inches squared. And there you have it. So the most important piece of this entire explanation is this formula right here. Surface area equals 6L squared. So there you have it.